Hey everyone! So in my Disneyland planning series, which you can check out after this video if you haven't already seen it, I mentioned rest days and some ideas of what you can do on your off days. One of the things I mentioned was hanging out in downtown Disney, so I'm just going to go into a bit more detail about that. Whether you have a full rest day or you have a half travel day and you're just looking to kill some time in the Disney bubble to soak up the vibes without going into the park, here are some ideas. You don't need a theme park ticket, but you do need to go through security to go to downtown Disney. And if you go to any of the hotels, you'll have to leave the secure area and then come back through security if you want to go back to downtown Disney. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, there are lots of things to do in downtown Disney. You could easily spend a day sleeping in on a rest day and then maybe go to your hotel pool or something like that and then spend the whole afternoon or evening at downtown Disney. There's just a lot of things to do. Anyway, without further ado, I will start with my list. We have dining. There are a lot of dining options, and you can also just get a snack from little carts here and there. There's beignets and corn dogs, churros, although they're not the same churros as they have in the Disney parks, so just be aware of that. If you want to find the full list, you can go on the Disneyland app. You can add a filter for downtown Disney and then look up dining, and you can look up a list there. And yeah, there's lots of new ones coming that haven't even finished being built yet. There's also hotel restaurants for the Disneyland Resort hotels. There's Tangaroa Terrace, which is a quick service restaurant, Trader Sam's, which is a bar, the Coffee House, which is just coffee, snacks, pastries, etc., which is by the convention center, and the Palm Breeze Bar, which is a bar with some snacks and food. At the Grand Californian, there's the Napa Rose, Storytellers Cafe, the Hearthstone Lounge, the GCH Craftsman Bar, the GCH Craftsman Grill, and at Pixar Place, there's the Great Maple and the Sketchpad Cafe. Again, a lot of those places take reservations. They're recommended, so just go on the Disneyland app to look into those. In addition to standard dining options, you can also do character dining. There are 3 options outside of the parks. There's Goofy's Kitchen, there's the Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures, and there's the Storytellers Cafe. Goofy's Kitchen is at the Disneyland Hotel. The Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures is at the Grand Californian, and the Storytellers Cafe is also at the Grand Californian. If you want to do character dining in the parks, there's the Plaza Inn, Minnie and Friends breakfast. But if you want to save your park time for doing rides and all that kind of thing and do character dining on an off day, these are great options. So just make reservations on the Disneyland website or app, and yeah, you can have a lot of fun, make some great memories doing some character dining. The Lego store is a great option, or a really bad option. If you're tempted to buy everything and spend all your money there, then maybe avoid it. But one cool thing that we did on our last trip that my 8-year-old at the time loved was, you can do this at any Lego store, but we did it at downtown Disney. You can make a custom Lego minifig for $12. You do have to book it in advance, which you can just walk in and sign up, and they usually have a spot pretty soon, or you can do it on their website. So that's a fun thing that you can do that's a little more unique. So another thing that you can do is just explore the Disney hotels themselves. You can go into them, into the lobby areas for free. You don't need to be a guest there. You obviously can't go to the pools or anything like that, but you can eat at the restaurants, explore the lobbies, just walk around the grounds. And they're really beautiful, and they have some unique things that you can check out at the Disneyland Hotel. They have the geyser that's outside there, and that's really cool to look at. We like looking at it at nighttime. There's also the big Thunder Mountain Railroad model in the Frontierland Tower, which is really cool. And when my son was 3, he wanted it in his bedroom. He wanted to take it apart and bring it home. He loved it so much. At the DVC Tower, it's the new tower at the Disneyland Hotel, you can look at the color palettes. There's kind of 3 rows of colors that go up really high vertically, and they have a little blurb written down about them all, but they're colors from the movie Frozen, movie The Jungle Book, and Mulan, so that's kind of neat to see. And we explored the lobby for the DVC Tower when we were there last time. It's got some neat murals and artwork and stuff like that. If you go to the Pixar Place Hotel, you can often see Joe from Soul playing the piano, and sometimes you can meet Bing Bong at the Pixar Place Hotel too, which is cool. The Grand Californian has a beautiful lobby, and quite often they have seasonal displays that are all made out of candy and chocolate. It's unbelievable, but they're really big. And yeah, just hanging out there listening to the music. They quite often have like live music on the piano, and it's just a really nice place to relax and get off your feet and just soak it all in. You can also bring money because they have some snacks you can buy in there, or don't bring money because they're overpriced, but they are really good. And just enjoy the vibes in there, look at the art. It's a really nice place to hang out. Another thing you can do, this is obviously not in order at all, it's just random, but yeah, you can watch the fireworks from the Esplanade if it's a fireworks night, or you could go to the Mickey and Friends parking structure and go to the top floor there and watch it from there. That might be a little bit more work. I mean, you can just see them for the most part, even hear the music a little bit from the Esplanade right between the two parks, DCA and Disneyland. You're not going to get the full show, but it's kind of just a nice little teaser for when you actually get into the parks. Another thing you can do is go to Pin Traders, which is near the monorail, and you can do some pin trading there or just buy some pins. Another thing you could do, which you might think is silly, but I don't know if the tram is a special nostalgic thing to you, you could take the tram to the parking structure and then take it back to downtown Disney. You probably have to leave security and then come back through security, so maybe that's more hassle than it's worth, but I don't know. That seems like something kind of special to do if the tram is nostalgic to you. Obviously, there's tons of shopping. There's Disney stores and non-Disney stores. Some of the Disney stores are World of Disney, the Star Wars Trading Post, which is really cool. You can build a lightsaber in there. It's not the whole big, super expensive lightsaber building experience, but it's less expensive, and it's a fun thing that kids can do, or anyone can do. And there's going to be the new Avengers Reserve store that hasn't opened yet, but it's going to open soon. I imagine the theming will be really cool in there, just like in the Star Wars Trading Post. There's the Disney Home Store, which might be good or might be bad, because then you might want to buy all the things for your house, and that will cost a lot of money, but it's fun to look at the stuff anyway. D-Lander is a new store that hasn't opened yet, but that's going to have some Disney stuff in it too. Kawaii Slime, which I don't think it's not a Disney store, but that one kind of sounds cool. It's going to open up soon too. Your kids might like that one. There's also live music, especially in the evenings, sometimes with dancing in the part of the downtown Disney that's closer to the Disneyland Hotel. They have a new kind of outdoor area and stage that they built this year in 2024, which is nice to hang out there. They also have seasonal scavenger hunts, which cost $10, and you get a little prize at the end. They have ones that you can do in Disneyland and at DCA, but they also have ones that you can do in downtown Disney. So those are fun, and I don't even think you have to actually complete it to get your prize, but they're just a fun little activity you can do, usually for Easter, Halloween, Christmas, that kind of thing. And they also obviously have tons of souvenirs, but there's even just little kiosks and stands like letter art and caricatures, and you can get pressed pennies from the hotels. So those are some fun things to do too. And yeah, I just really like going to downtown Disney on off days or before we even get into our park days, just on our arrival day. And it's just fun to soak in the Esplanade music and the vibe and just look forward to the next day when you're going to be in the parks. And it's just a really nice place to hang out and be relaxed, and you can just sit there and listen to music. You don't even have to buy anything or do anything. So yeah, that's my list of what I like to do in downtown Disney on my off days or before we even get into our park days, maybe on arrival day. If there's anything that I haven't mentioned that you like to do, feel free to mention it in the comments below. I'd love to know what you do. Maybe we can do it on our next trip too. So that's all I have for now. Take care. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.